The first poem I'm going to be explaining how to do is in Chapter 10, number 41, which states below, I don't have the actual PDF, but in my Word copy I have, one city reports that 30% of newly hired MBAs are confronted with unethical business practices during their first year of employment. One business school dean wondered if her MBA graduates had similar experiences. She surveyed recent graduates from her school's MBA program to find that 27% of the 120 graduates from the previous years claimed to have encountered unethical business practices in the workplace. Can she conclude that her graduate experiences are different? So what I did is I wrote out my null and alternate hypothesis, and for the null I put the percentage of MBA students who were confronted with unethical practices during the first year of their college studies is 30% or around 30%. An alternative would be the percentage of MBA students who encountered unethical practices during their first year of college is not 30% or around. What we first want to do is check our conditions. For the first one, I did my success and failure condition, which would be, right here. So what we want to do is, first, this is for success, which would be NP has to be greater than 10. N is the size of our sample, and P is the probability, which they give us 30%. All I do is multiply them. So 120 times 30%, or 0.3, which is 36, which is greater than 10, so that is checked, that is good. This is for failures. So NQ also has to be greater than 10. Q is failures, which is like, all I do is do 1 minus 0.3 to get the 0.7, and it stays the same, 120. So NQ is 120 times 0.7, or 70%, which is 87.6, which is good, greater than 10. So that condition is good and checked. And we also must assume that she chose random students that were independent of one another, or else the results would be biased. So then let's go into jump. I already did it all out, but all I have to do is make a graph, unethical, yes. For my count, what I did was I just took 27% of the N, which is 120, which is 32.4, and then I did 120 minus that to get this, or you could do the remainder, which is 73%. Either way, gonna get the same answer, which is 87.6 for the no. From here, we're gonna go to analyze distribution, put unethical in the Y, and then count by frequency, and press OK. We are given this histogram. We're not giving much information. So what we want to do is go down the hotspot and test probabilities. This is going to give us the p-value. So they give us that it's 30%. Yes. So we're going to put 30%. Well, we have 27%, but we want to test 30%. So we're going to put in 0.3. And on this one is just 0.7 to make 1. And then we want to check the first one because we're saying that they're not equal. I'm not saying it's greater than or less than, just that it's not equal, so it's already checked, so we're good. Enter, done. So then we're given this as the p-value is 0.4688. So then we have our p-value, and we can accept the null hypothesis, which was that that students who are confronted with unethical practices during their first year of their college studies is 30% or around. And since our p-value is higher than the 0.05 significance level that we have chosen, or that I guess I just chose right now, well, that's usually chosen, we can conclude that the null hypothesis is true.